The Goose Girl. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young princess named Anya. She was kind and gentle, with a love for animals and nature. Though her life in the palace was grand, Anya longed for something more, a chance to find her true self beyond the castle walls. One day, her parents arranged for her to marry a prince from a neighboring kingdom. Anya was nervous but hopeful because this would be the first time she got to leave home and go on an adventure. Setting off on this long journey with her maid and her beloved horse, Falada, who could magically speak. Anya trusted her maid completely, but little did she know her maid had plans of her own. As they traveled, the maid grew jealous of Anya's kindness and grace. She plotted to take the princess' place. When they stopped by a stream to rest, the maid demanded that Anya trade clothes with her. "Princess Anya, there are so many robbers around. We should trade clothes for your own security. And also, don't tell anyone who you are yet, or you might regret it," the maid said. Scared and unsure, Anya obeyed, swapping her royal gown for the maid's simple dress. When they arrived at the prince's castle, the maid still claimed to be the princess and did not switch her clothes back with Anya. Anya was forced to take on a job tending the geese in the fields. She felt alone and heartbroken, but she remembered Falada's wise words. "Stay true to your kind heart, and all will be well." Anya worked hard every day, caring for the geese and befriending the other workers. She found comfort in the animals and the peaceful fields, even as she longed to reveal the truth. Her days were not easy, but her kindness and humility shone brightly. One day, while tending the geese, Anya began to sing. Her voice was so beautiful that it carried on the wind, reaching the ears of the prince who was walking nearby. Curious, the prince approached her. "Your song is filled with such sorrow and hope," he said. "Who are you?" Anya hesitated, unsure if she could trust him. But as she looked into the prince's kind eyes, she felt a flicker of courage. "I am Anya," she said softly, "the true princess. I was betrayed by my maid." The prince listened carefully and believed her. "If you are the true princess, we must set things right," he said. Together, they devised a plan to reveal the truth. At a grand feast the next day, the prince invited both Anya and the maid. During the meal, he asked the maid a clever question. "If a servant were to betray their master, what punishment would be just?" The maid, unaware of the trap, declared, "Such a person should be sent away, far away, and never allowed to return." The prince nodded, then stood and revealed Anya's true identity. The guests gasped, and the maid's lies unraveled. She was sent away to live far and far away from the palace. Anya was welcomed back with open arms, and the prince, who admired her kindness and bravery, asked for her hand in marriage, not because of her title, but because of her kind heart. Anya agreed, but only after ensuring that the workers and animals who have helped her were well cared for. That night, as Anya lay in bed, She reflected on her journey. She thought about how she had faced fear, betrayal, and hardship, yet had remained true to herself. Her time as a Goose Girl had taught her the value of kindness, humility, and courage. And so each night, Anya closed her eyes with a grateful heart, dreaming of a future where she could rule with wisdom and compassion. She knew her true strength lay not in her title, but in her ability to stay kind even when the world felt unkind. Until next time, good night.